I broke one of the biggest rules in search engine optimization, and yet was able to triple a website's revenue and double a website's traffic on Google in just 9 months. In this video, you're going to learn about micro moments.
What?
A keyword research technique that flies in the face of topical authority. Faceted navigation to make dynamic categories that both users and Google love. And some advanced schema markup techniques that will make you want to slap your mama. My name is Matt Diggity and I'm a director at the Search Initiative, an international SEO agency managing some of the biggest brands on the internet. And today I'm going to be giving out some of our best SEO strategies. But first, let me give you the backstory on the case study itself. The client sells pot. No, pots. Like for plants and stuff, both indoor and outdoor. And they're one of the biggest planter e-com businesses in the US. As you likely know, the September helpful content update wrecked content sites making money from affiliate marketing and display ads. But where's all that search volume gone? Well, Reddit of all places mostly, but also e-commerce sites like this one that made no SEO effort other than existing. Because of this, tons of entrepreneurial SEOs have been flocking to e-com looking for riches. In this video, I'm going to give you an e-commerce SEO crash course. But real quick before I get started, I wanted to let you know that my SEO agency, the Search Initiative, is taking on a handful of clients this month for $1,000 off in exchange for a testimonial down the road. Just head on over to thesearchinitiative.com, put your deets into the form, and we'll get right back to you. Okay, let's get this party started explaining micro moments. To illustrate what they are, let me compare it to topical authority. With topical authority, if you wanted to succeed in the pot niche, stop it, be serious. If you wanted to succeed in the pottery niche, you'd write content on any and every keyword in the niche. What is a pot? How to fill a pot? How to make a pot? How to hang a pot? But would ranking for these keywords make my client any money? What is a pot? I'm willing to bet that whoever searches for what is a pot doesn't have more than $3 in their bank account. With micro moments, you're hyper focusing on those critical moments that get a visitor closer to a purchase. In the sales world, they call this the sales cycle. And it starts with the awareness stage, the interest stage, consideration, intent, and purchase. In the awareness stage, someone might be searching for the benefits of ceramic pots. Interest stage might have them looking for ceramic pot designs. Consideration, best ceramic pots for indoor plants. Intent, ceramic pot sale. And then they're ready to purchase with buy ceramic pot. Instead of writing 200 articles about what is a pot, we're going to focus on these buyer stages, go all out on them with 200% effort, and making damn sure that in each article we're pushing users further down the chain. By using this targeted high quality approach, you're going to hit the search intent a lot better. You'll convert better, and you'll get more keywords on page 1 of Google. Just look at how our pot client's graph exploded. Step 1 is figuring out the customer's journey, but figuring out their key pain points and key decision-making moments. Start with Ahrefs Keyword Explorer and search for a seed keyword related to your niche. Scroll down to the questions section and view all. Cherry pick the best ones out. Then enter your seed keyword into Google and go down to the people also asked section. Click and expand to get more. Now there's 4 types of micro moments when it comes to e-commerce SEO. I want to know moments answer user questions about your product and are usually explained best by blog posts, FAQ pages, and explainer videos. I want to go moments help people find your location, and you do that on your about and contact pages and your Google business profile. I want to do's teach users how to use your products. Create how-to guides, assembly instruction content, and video tutorials. And I want to buys help people purchase. And these are influenced by your product and category pages. Now that you know what to write, make sure that you do everything that you can in these crucial moments to get the visitor closer to that purchase, or purchase more than they originally intended. Starting with personalizing the shopping experience. Most of these tricks that I'm about to show you are possible with your typical Shopify e-commerce builders. Product recommendations like these on Zara's website help people save time browsing and quickly add related items to their cart. Next, and this is a true story, literally this morning I tried to buy something and couldn't because a website's checkout system sucked way too hard. Here's how to do the opposite of that. Offer one-click express checkout for returning customers so they can make fast purchases. On your forms, make sure you're collecting just the bare amount of information you need. Friction is the enemy here. Nike even takes it a step further by collapsing data fields to make it seem like there's less friction. Make sure your fields are clearly labeled and will fill out themselves when someone's logged in. And always have a save to cart wish list feature for later purchase. Complex menus and drop-downs are a nightmare on mobile screens. That's why the golden standard is to use hamburger menus like you see here. Also, in the age of smartphones, most browsing and purchasing happens on mobile devices. This is a no-brainer, but make sure you have a responsive design and actually check it on your mobile phone. If you right-click on your website in Chrome, then click Inspect, you'll have the ability to see your website in different layouts. It should look good.
I look good.
Mobile users are impatient. They have TikTok and Instagram to scroll. Ain't no time for slow loading websites. Use a plugin like TinyPNG to optimize your images for speed without sacrificing quality. Make sure you minify your Java and CSS code and take it from a big block of extra like this to an optimized little guy like this. And leverage caching with a plugin like WP Rocket to store frequently accessed content on users' devices for faster loading time. If you want to see a full video on how to optimize your website's speed, check out this one called Core Web Vitals Explained. Link in the description. Next, I have a question for you. Is your niche seasonal? If you don't know, ask ChatGPT. Can you suggest some seasonal keyword examples for a website selling flowers? And there you go. If you want further confirmation, toss any of these keywords into Google Trends. Seasonal trends are opportunities to make way more money with the same amount of effort. So get in front of those seasonal keywords with micro-moment optimized landing pages, at least 3 months in advance of those events. Next, if you've been paying attention to SEO news, you know that a couple of months ago, Google had an internal document leak that revealed some hidden secrets about how their algorithm works. When this happened, the SEO industry collectively pooped their pants. For many, that statement was literal. This is what the files look like, and if you dig through all this code gibberish, you'll see a few important ranking factors stand out. Ones that Google actually, should I say, lied about? That's up for debate. There's a system they use called Nav Boost. It tracks users' clicks and interactions on a page as a positive ranking factor. So if you get people to engage with your page with clicks, it's a boost. Another is page quality, PQ, which uses AI to determine the effort that went into making a page. Faceted Navigation is a way to easily accomplish both of these things. You've seen this before. This example website uses filters or facets to narrow down the recipes it displays. Expedia does this when you're searching for hotels. Realtor.com does this for houses for sale. And Under Armour does it as well. Notice what happens if I click on baseball, then red. Great, it shows red baseball shoes. Thanks, Captain Obvious. No, the key thing is that this URL is optimized for red baseball shoes, so is this title tag and the H1. When you do this properly, you can actually rank for all the keyword combinations that your filters can dream up, in addition to all the benefits you get from making your page more clickable and interactive. And adding to the quote effort level. There are some potential issues it can create though. Depending on how many filters you have, you could end up with hundreds and thousands of different combinations of URLs, many of which don't have search volume. All of a sudden your site goes from 100 pages to 500,000 and Google's like, bro, you're wasting my crawl resources and bloating our index. I'm gonna ignore half of your site. So you only want certain pages to become indexable, like red baseball shoes. And you want to ignore wasteful ones, like red baseball shoes for female toddlers under $50. In nerd speak, to accomplish this, make sure that you're using buttons in your navigation filters for the pages you don't want Google to index, not actual hyperlinks. And vice versa for the important pages with search volume you want to rank, use hyperlinks. Why? Because Google crawls links, not buttons. Also, make sure that the important pages self-reference themselves with canonicals. If you're a normal human and you don't want to code all this crap yourself, here's the software I'd use. If you're on WordPress, I'd use WP Grid Builder. If you're on WooCommerce, use this guide, which I'll link in the description. And if you're on Shopify, use this guide here, also in the description. Some other best practices for faceted navigation: don't overwhelm. Too many filters can annoy users. Prioritize your key filters at the top, like brands or price. And display which filters are selected so a user can backtrack with a click. Next, I want to level up your schema markup game, which is important no matter what kind of website you're responsible for. But what is schema markup? Despite their sophisticated algorithms, search engines require assistants to read, identify, and categorize content accurately. Why? Because unlike humans, search engines lack the visual and intuitive capabilities to interpret content. While you can easily recognize this list of ingredients as a recipe for fried Twinkies, sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a bit. A search engine cannot make that connection on its own. This is where schema markup comes into play. Schema is code that you put in your article's HTML where you can tell Google, let me make life easy for you, my article is a recipe, now you make life easy for me and rank me higher. Not only does this give you a better SEO result, but it also attracts visitors to click on your website on Google. With schema, your listing takes up more real estate and draws the eye. Here's a list of all the essential e-commerce SEO schema that you'd only ignore if you were smoking crack. Product markup shows the name and an image of the product in the search result. Aggregate rating is an addition to product markup and displays those sexy looking gold stars. Review is another product markup add-on, and offer displays the price. All these things together make your listing pop off the page. Then we have another schema type altogether called breadcrumb list. Ever notice in the search result it sometimes gives the full directory path to an article? Then if you click on this bad boy, you'll see that it does indeed match the URL. And you can even click around here on these breadcrumbs for easy navigation. Google loves this. In the e-com game, this is even more important as users can get lost in the hundreds of product and category pages. Here's what the schema code looks like for breadcrumbs, but you know what? You don't even need to try to memorize this stuff. Use ChatGPT to generate your markup for you. This is your prompt. Please generate JSON LD breadcrumb list schema markup for my e-commerce website. Here's the information that you will need. Breadcrumb 1, name, URL, breadcrumb 2, name, URL, and so forth. Nice and neat and ready to upload to your site. You can also go back and do the same for product schema with this prompt. And here's what the output of that would look like. Comment schema prompts below if you'd like me to make a downloadable version of these. So, what was the result of all this effort? Organic traffic up 115%, and the revenue was up 198%, all in just 9 months. If you'd like us to take a look at your SEO, head on over to thesearchinitiative.com and use the form at the bottom to reach out. We'd be happy to take a look at your site and let you know what we could do for you. $1,000 off your first month until the end of the month.